Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for the first business meet of SBO. My name is Kothari, and I'll be briefing you about today's business meet and its mission. We are here to discuss the progress, align our strategies, and set our course for the future. Before we dive into our agenda, I want to take a moment to remind ourselves of our mission behind SBO. This mission is to collaborate and communicate in order to accelerate our business. And this is the reason we strive for excellence, innovate relentlessly, and deliver outstanding value to our customers. We are here targeting all segments of businesses, whether it may be corporate, whether it may be individual businesses, working professionals, or students. Here we are going to take monthly sessions on networking, collaboration, as well as how to include fair practices in our businesses, health practices, and which are going to be truly helpful in order, as we invite this into our businesses, it will be really helpful for us to carry our businesses smoothly. We need to cultivate healthy business practices like corporate. As we all know, Western businesses are more flourished than businesses in India. The main reason is that they follow punctuality, discipline, fair practices, ethics, and they are sticking to their deadlines. So we just need to follow all this into our businesses and cultivate healthy practices. So here the sessions are going to be we will have monthly sessions in order so that we can adopt these practices into our businesses, and together we can reach heights. As we embark on today's discussions, I would like to share the quote that resonates deeply with our mission and spirit of our team. Steve Jobs once said, "Great things in businesses are never done by one person. They are done by a team of people." This perfectly encapsulates the essence of our collaborative efforts that will lead to remarkable achievements. That recently Motiwale sir has got elected in SMJV alumni committee, the whole SMJV committee. So we would like to as a federation member. So we would like to felicitate Motiwale sir. I would request Bharat sir to please felicitate Motiwale sir. Okay, congratulations, sir. And sir, I would request you to say a few words about this SBO meet and our upcoming planning and everything. And even your experience about alumni committee.
Good morning. अभी ये जो बात अपनी चल रही SBO, ये फेडरेशन लेवल भी ऑलरेडी बात हो चुकी है। परिमल भाई जवेरी प्रेसिडेंट है फेडरेशन के, तो उनके जो बात बताया उन्होंने, इसमें शायद SBO ऐड करने वाले हैं। तो अपना जो भी SBO का जो भी आज का रिकॉर्डिंग होता है, वो पूरा हमको अपन भेज देंगे कि कैसे हम काम करने वाले हैं, तो वो बताएंगे। और SBO 2 इसका क्या बात करें? एक्चुअली जो आइडिया है फैंटास्टिक, क्यों इनका पूरा रिस्पॉन्स मालूम नहीं पड़ता। किन लोगों के लिए कर रहे हैं लेकिन लोग आ नहीं रहे, रजिस्ट्रेशन करते आते नहीं है, टाइम पे आते नहीं है। टाइम पे आना तो जितने आते हैं वो जरूरी है। अपना जो स्पीकर है वो जल्दी आ जाते हैं, बाद में सब लोग आते हैं, दैट इज नॉट गुड। तो परफेक्ट होना चाहिए तो ही आगे जाना है। और ये कम्युनिटी कोलैबोरेशन किसके लिए, अपने सबके लिए है। कम्युनिटी क्या है और आगे के बिजनेस के चैलेंजेस देखते हैं तो कम्युनिटी कोलैबोरेशन एक बहुत बड़ा ये है। मेरे ख्याल से कोई भी ये अमेजोन रहेगा, फ्लिपकार्ट रहेगा, कोई भी कम्युनिटी कोलैबोरेशन नहीं है। मेरे ख्याल से BNI भी कम्युनिटी कोलैबोरेशन नहीं है। अपना एक ही ये ऐसा ये है कि जिसमें कम्युनिटी कोलैबोरेशन, तो ये बहुत बढ़िया है। तो आगे से एक तो मैक्सिमम आज जितने भी यहाँ प्रेजेंट है, इन लोगों ने इसका माउथ टू माउथ पब्लिसिटी करना है कि ये क्या है और कैसे है, और पर्टिकुलरली कम्युनिटी कोलैबोरेशन समझाना। जितने तक ये समझेंगे नहीं उतने तक अपना रिस्पॉन्स थोड़ा कम ज़्यादा ऐसा होता रहेगा। तो यही मैं विराम देता हूँ। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, sir. So, like now, we'll proceed to the main motto of our event, for which we have gathered here. That is to get a expertise lecture about top and down approach about the business. So, SMJV Business Organization is proud to have our own annual and business coach, Shri Bharat Ramani ji, who is going to deliver an insightful session on top-down business approach. Sir is FCA and DISA, skilled expertise in finance and strategic consultant to MNCs and startups. He has international work experience with Fortune 500 MNCs, an esteemed finance motivational speaker, helping family businesses to move it from traditionally run business to professionally run businesses. So let's welcome Bharat Ramani sir on the dais for the today's lecture we were awaiting for top-down approach. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
जितने भी हो at least. Okay. See, जब हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे ना, तो अपना सिद्धार्थ came to me and said we are doing something like this. How should we progress? There are a lot of organizations doing a lot of stuff, like BNI, Jito. They have reached a level already. We are just starting in a nascent stage. And our idea was to make sure that everyone who has been connected with us, with SMJV especially, we can give some sort of platform to them to understand what's going on. We are not going to tell you what you should do. What you should do, that choice you have already made and you are doing. We are going to talk about a couple of those pointers here. I was jotting down a few things. We are going to tell you how to do those things. Okay. I'm sure everyone, अभी कल ही मैं एक लेक्चरर से बात कर रहा था and we were talking about kids जो ट्यूशन में जाते हैं, पढ़ते हैं. And we were discussing why there are certain students who perform very well and why others not. ऐसा तो नहीं है, दिमाग सबके पास एक है, कितना यूटिलाइज कैसे करते हैं. One very important topic which we discussed. हर एक माँ बाप को लगता है उसका खुद का बच्चा शक्तिमान है. Knows everything, he or she knows everything. They are the best kid in the world. Problem उन पे outside influence का आता है. When the outside influence comes in, they start varying, घूमने लगते हैं इधर उधर. Same thing happens here in the business as well. So I'm going to do a lot of anecdotes while we talk through. ये जो मैं सेशन की सीरीज हमने अग्री करी है, there is a 6 session series and every session is connected. First session goes to the second, second one goes to the third, fourth, fifth and sixth, so on. Usually I charge a lot of money for these sessions, but because of SMJV, I was telling Siddharth and Kamlesh bhai that we should not give anything for free. क्या होता है जब फ्री में चीजें मिलती है ना तो उसकी वैल्यू नहीं रहती. आपको मालूम है घर पे आपकी मॉम या आपकी वाइफ, आपके सिस्टर्स, हाउस वाइफ या होम मेकर जो होते हैं उनको कितनी वैल्यू देते हैं? अदर देन इमोशनली तो सब कनेक्टेड है, बट कितनी वैल्यू देते हैं? इफ यू हैव टू टॉक इन मनी टर्म्स, नथिंग, राइट? अगर पापा कमाते हैं, मम्मी खर्चा करती है, मैं कमाता हूँ, दीदी खर्चा करती है, राइट? थिंक इन दिस टर्म्स, सुबह से रात तक उठ के खाना बनाना, जो भी कपड़े, बर्तन, साफ सफाई, बच्चों को छोड़ना, ले आना, सब्जी लाने जाना. If you keep a person or various different people to do certain things, कितना पैसा खर्चा करोगे? At least think in that terms. Nothing comes for free. Start recognizing that fact. Okay? मैं कुछ चीजों के लिए I am very very particular, like punctuality and commitment, जो मेरे सेशंस के थीम है. When we commit to something, we should make sure that we fulfill that commitment. आप लोग तो यहाँ पे हो, so I don't need to tell you, but I am assuming this is getting recorded, and that's also something I want to pass on the message as well. And punctuality. If you do not respect time, time will not respect you. None of these are anecdotes from theoretical perspective. ये सारे practical terms हैं. अपने को क्या होता है, जब तक अपने पे आता नहीं तब तक we don't realize that. But don't disrespect time in any moment. Okay. Now I'm going to make this little interactive. Okay, ये ऐसा नहीं है मैं बोलते रहूँगा आप सुनते रहोगे. आप लोग आज क्यों आए हैं? इतने भी लोग हैं. Why have you come here? Sunday morning, वीक में एक दिन मिलता है जब आराम से उठ सकते हैं, फ्रेंड्स के साथ बाहर ब्रंच पे जा सकते हैं. क्यों आए? क्या विशेष है? नेटवर्किंग कनेक्ट. ओके. What? Learning what?
Learning about how to implement how to do business and how to do
Very good. Excellent.
or collaboration,
Collaboration in your ex-students, ex-friends. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Guys, remember one thing. Always have a clear focus on anything what you do. I was expecting आज यहाँ पे आप आए हैं to learn and develop yourself. If you have read that 6 session का flyer, वो गया है ना? I think it has gone to the groups, right or no? Okay. Sorry? So वो पढ़ के आपको curiosity होनी चाहिए कि क्या मैं सीखने वाला हूँ और मुझ में क्या डेवलपमेंट होने वाला है. If I go through this, okay. See, collaboration, networking, ये सब होगा. All these are symptoms. All these will follow. That cannot be your focus. उसके ऊपर भी we will talk a little bit in the session. I'm just doing this precursor so that you all understand why we are all here today. My expectation is that there are a lot of people trying to motivate, give lectures, trying to handhold certain people. You have something in-house whereby you can take that guidance and try to implement certain things from what we are going to talk today. And the rest of the 6 session, I think calendar we have already shared in the group. Alright, so let me just move through the main topic on which I go through this entire exercise is how healthy is your business. When I talk about business, it's the business you are conducting. At the same time, from your family perspective as well. So, you can see here today, just within so many people, we can count on fingers. You have variety of people here. आप जब किससे मिलके जाते हो ना, suppose 10 people you meet, आप 2 से ज़्यादा याद नहीं रखते, आपके माइंड में रहता नहीं है, you forget. ये मैं इसीलिए लिखता हूँ यहाँ पे, always when I go, when I try to meet people. Usually मेरे जो sessions होते हैं वो 20 से 25 लोगों के होते हैं. I don't accept more than 20-25 people. And usually entrepreneurs, so that we can connect one-on-one. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि एक मेरे साथ वो कुछ बात दूसरी कर रहे हैं और हम यहाँ पे कुछ बातें कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So there is something. If you see here, we have art, craft, lawyer, smart project, glass, textile, social media, construction, insurance, tires, CA, investment, company secretary, retail jewelry, real estate consultancy, just within so many people. take a snap of this if you have not already written and see how many connects you are able to remember after today. Okay, not your friend whom you already know. Second thing, I just see 2 or 3 people bringing their notepads. So guys, this is not a teacher-student communication series. This is for you. If you do not take at least 5 takeaways from today, I think your visit here is worthless. It's nothing you are going to be able to achieve. Because things which you keep in mind, don't trust it. Things which you write down on paper, trust it. Okay? Shall we move to see what exactly we are going to talk about today? Next. Okay. Just go back. So this is just brief about me. I'm sure आप लोगों ने देखा हुआ है. I'm not going to spend much time. Go back. Go to the next one. Some rules. Mobile, I'm assuming you have all kept on the silent. If you have a question, just raise your hand and ask. Don't wait till end of the session. Try to make it interactive. There is no time for break. Usually I do this in a day or 2 days session, which is usually very intense. So we give specific times for break. And usually I expect people to keep 1 meter of distance, not from COVID perspective, so that you don't enter into chit-chatting within yourselves. Okay, this is for you to understand and explore within yourself. But we don't have that structure here. I was just telling Siddharth, when we come up with this new building, we are going to create a new auditorium, a small auditorium sort of thing, where we can create these structures. Okay, next please. What does this denote?
Creative ideas, creativity.
When you think, it gives you ideas. When you think, right? Not by, a lot of time by observing, by talking also you get. But unless you introspect and think, it will not give you ideas. And through ideas only you learn. You learn a lot of things practically also when you go out to your normal business, talk to people. But usually the way this is circled, you will never lose an idea. So keep a habit of thinking. In a day, spend at least 10 to 15 minutes, whatever time of the day you can choose, to think. Usually मैं मेरी बात करता हूँ, when I was studying, जब मैं CA कर रहा था 25 years back, तब मेरे लिए स्पेसिफिक टाइम था 40 का टाइम, जब मैं सोचता था nothing in the world would stop it. आज मोबाइल है इसलिए वो सोचना होता नहीं है. You are usually never alone. आप अकेले हुए तो भी मोबाइल के साथ होते हैं. You keep on scrolling, looking at messages, responding, etc. So spend 10 to 15 minutes of time thinking. Go to the next sentence. Okay, moving. What is this? Number, right? 400. Can anyone else guess what this number may mean? Yeah. Any guess?
आपकी वो 400
Very nice. Okay. 400 is the number of times a toddler laughs in a day. छोटा बच्चा 400 बार on an average हंसता है एक दिन. Now can you tell me how many times an adult laughs in a day? तो ये तो हंसते हुए बोल रहे हैं कम से कम. So research says 25 times. क्यों? 400 से 25. Is it good or bad? Bad. Still why? खुद को सोचिए आप. It's not a test. Just think about it yourselves. Why a kid is more happy than adult? अपन बोलते हैं. Is not worried. There are a lot of things which we keep on learning, keep on getting from outside world in your day-to-day life. You tend to worry. So there is a concept of Hindi mein chinta and chintan. The worry will always degrade you. worry never gives a solution. Chintan, introspection, thinking will give you solution. So do not worry. Plan for that problem. There is a saying, एक छोटी सी स्टोरी है. कृष्णा एंड बलराम जंगल में थे, and it was a jungle full of lot of beasts and rakshasas, etc. So they agreed that one of us will sleep, one of us will be awake. Krishna slept, Balaram was awake, and there was a fire which plan for that problem. There is a saying, एक छोटी सी स्टोरी है. कृष्णा एंड बलराम जंगल में थे, and it was a jungle full of lot of beasts and rakshasas, etc. So they agreed that one of us will sleep, one of us will be awake. Krishna slept, Balaram was awake, and there was a fire which started. Balaram got a little worried. He says, "Who are you? What are you doing?" And he started moving away from the fire. The moment he started moving away, fire started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So much so that it was trying to cover entire forest. And in that heat of the moment, he shouted, "Krishna!" And Krishna woke up. Krishna woke up and he saw that there's a big fire. Then he went towards the fire. "Who are you and what are you trying to do?" The moment he started walking towards fire, fire started getting small, 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 and small. And then so that he put it on his palm and then sent it away. So the anecdote here is exactly what happens with a problem. When you move away from a problem, it never gets solved. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Whether it's in your personal life or in your business life. So go closer to the problem. Try to understand, identify. And then the moment you walk towards the problem with an intention to solve it, it will keep going smaller and smaller and will solve itself. Okay? Whatever we are going to talk today, I don't expect you to remember everything. But take at least 5 things from here today. Decide what 5 things. But I want you to count and remember those 5 things that I am going to look at it. I'm not even saying implement it. Just look at it. And if you feel that is right for you, implement it. So we just spoke. So I'm going to talk a little bit on the strategy. I'm not going to tell you next 5 sessions what I'm going to do. But in today's session, we're going to talk strategy. Next 2 sessions, we're going to talk on what am I doing with my business, how am I running my business, part 1 and part 2. Okay, next please. Next one. Okay. Vision. I have been to many places in the world. I have stayed for long duration, spoken to many people around the world. People who are running business, people who are working with the big organizations, people who are running small businesses as such. Tell me one thing, I think I said in one of my previous sessions as well. Businesses are successful where? In the Western world or here? More successful? Western world, right? People are more intelligent where? There or here? Yeah. It's not biased opinion, it's actually the research has said so. What is the reason then that the businesses are more successful there and not here? If people are more intelligent, we have workforce, now we have avenues as well, then still why we are not more successful? Entrepreneurship is a very big concept. It's people who are running business on their own are called entrepreneur, but the answer lies in entrepreneurship itself. Sorry? Resourcefulness.
Processes.
Processes.
I think people are scared to take a big step.
Okay. Yeah, please, Kamlesh.
If there is something new, if there is modernization, if traditional businesses are not taking that big step.
Very good. Okay. So we are saying traditional to modern. Okay. What else?
People there are using proper strategies.
without targets. Okay, so plan basically, yeah. So no plan. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Ease of doing business, systems.
Ease of doing business means what? I'm just trying to explore that, so don't think I'm challenging you. I'm just trying to make you come up more. So ease of doing business means what?
Procedures and capital.
Get the government approvals to start a business.
Okay, so we are saying government approvals, government, and you said it capital. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have certain items here. Traditional versus modern. In world over, wherever you see, this will never stop. Today, yesterday, or tomorrow. This concept is always going to be there. Think about your parents, their parents, and if you have kids, your kids. This challenge will always be there. Traditional versus modern is not something you can tackle. That concept can be tackled by various other things. One of the most important aspects is the plan, which we are going to talk about a little bit. Government or capital, I don't think that's in my opinion, that's not an interest. So what is more important, again we are going to talk about a little bit, but just keep this thought in your mind. Vision, one of the most important aspects of any business. See, generally when we talk about vision, mission, etc., we think of it as like big concept, let's keep doing business. Okay, either motherhood statements, nothing comes out of it. But let me tell you one thing. Unless you have a vision for yourself, try to understand that concept. What do we mean by vision? Then I'm going to talk a little bit in the next slides. Unless you have a vision about your business, you will not go anywhere. Now, when I was writing this down, in couple of places, in one place I saw there is a retail jewelry and real estate consultancy. Two completely different segments. Why? Are you not confident about retail jewelry, or you are not confident about real estate consulting? What is it?
I'm confident about the real estate. So that is my passion. I'm just promoting it. But real estate is something I want to.
Then do not think about retail jewelry. See, I'm going to be a little brutal today. I'm going to tell you what a spade is a spade. Okay? If you are confident, if you like, and don't take it personally. This goes with everyone. I'm not just telling her, I'm telling everyone. If you are not confident about it, shut it. If you are confident about it, go with it. Do not be in double jeopardy, double mind. This or that, because this is going on, it's running fine, let me do this also. No, you are not doing justice to your real estate consultancy. Think about it. Your efforts are going in retail jewelry as well. And same thing goes with anyone who is doing two things or more than two things. Your business requires your 100% attention and dedication. Don't fool yourself. मैं ये भी कर लूँगा, ये भी कर लूँगा, ये भी कर लूँगा. थोड़े दिन ये करते हैं, उसके बाद ये करेंगे. Don't think about it. One of the reasons why businesses do not succeed here. Steve Jobs. Everyone knows Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs ने Apple चालू किया. Apple चालू करने के कुछ सालों बाद he was kicked out of Apple. You know? What did he do? After getting kicked out, he started another company called Pixar. But what was his ultimate goal? To go back to Apple. And that's what happened, right? Apple acquired Pixar and again he went on to become CEO of Apple. One thing in the mind, focus. Otherwise it will not happen. So don't fool yourself. Do whatever your vision is, make a very, very clear vision. Go to the next slide, please. Yeah, next. Disney, very good brand. Everyone knows. Next, इनका vision पढ़ा है किसी ने? Has anyone read its vision? To just read it, to entertain, inform, and inspire people around the globe through the power of unparalleled storytelling, reflecting the iconic brands, creative minds, and innovative technologies that make us the world's premier entertainment company. This is the target. We want to be premier entertainment company. How? Through the power of unparalleled storytelling, reflecting iconic brands, creative minds, and what to entertain, inform, and inspire. There are three important aspects. Again, we are going to talk a little bit in Simon Sinek's model of what, how, and why. Any vision, you must have these three things answered. Move to the next, please. Reliance, our own brand. Has anyone read its vision? Through sustainable measures, again same thing. Through something, do this to achieve this. What? How? Why? Next. Microsoft. I love this one. Absolutely love. A computer on every desk and every home. One vision. Very, very clear. Means households and businesses. Everywhere this has to be there. मेरा दरवाजा बंद कर दो. Excuse me.
दोषी काका
Okay. So maybe one of the takeaways, think about, have you developed a vision? Spend time, don't be in a haste, but you must have this. I'm telling you, out of you, even two people are able to achieve their goals. I'll challenge that you will see the benefits of it. Okay, move to the next one. So, what's the vision? It has to be clear and concise. It has to be challenging. So every computer at every desk, every home, big challenge, right? It has to be challenging. Looking at future, not today. Today I am doing this, that cannot be my vision. It has to be futuristic. And related to your product or service you are offering. One focus. With me? Everyone? Okay, next. A vision in itself does not drive through. Okay, आपको कार का शोरूम मिल गया, अभी आपको कार चाहिए. So that's your mission. What's the mission? Next. Let's see Microsoft. Empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Their mission statement is, why do they get computers at home and desk? To do this. Empower. Reliance. Create value for very specific points. Value for stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? In any business, who are the stakeholders? Okay. Okay. So shareholders are not only stakeholders. All connects to your business, whether your shareholders, your promoters, you yourself, your customers, your employees. Employees also have stake, right? A single, okay, tell me one thing, people here in profession like lawyers and CA, company secretary, individually how much you can do? There is a limit, right? You cannot grow beyond that. You have to have people. Unless you empower people, you will not be able to grow. So having that is very, very important. Creating value for all stakeholders, not only for yourself, not only for the investors. Growth through innovation. So every business can have its own mission. Maybe innovation is not same your business segment, your profession. It's fine, you cannot, no need to have it there. But overall be very, very precise on what the mission of your organization is. What do you want to achieve? So vision generally is very futuristic. What your end goal mission is the way through which you receive or you meet that end goal. The steps through which you go to that end goal. Again, little bit higher, but lower than vision. Enhance operational efficiency. Now, each of these again will go into separate dimension, which we will talk a little bit later. But essentially, mission needs to have those steps through which you reach your vision. Next. It should be able to identify product or service, your mission statement. Like in Reliance, you had petroleum products for the energy. Next. Specify market, pan India, state, local, international. You should be able to specify that. Can be broad-based but customer-focused. What's the segment you are looking at? A lot of times say stationery. Stationery business focuses majorly on students. When the students is their customer segment. Maybe corporates also. There are a lot of stationeries that are used in form of printing papers, like these markers and boards, etc. But essentially you need to look at your targets. And organizations, activities, technologies, so through which you will be able to support your vision. That should be your mission statement. So this is an example of a mission statement. A very crude, general example. To provide superior services to our clients on consistent basis, if it's a service organization. Act as one-stop solution for all our clients. I heard someone, I think you said, right, one-stop solution for CAS, CS, law, etc. So, yes, things like that. Treat our employees as our most valuable assets because they are the one going to drive you forward, not you alone. Create a pan-India presence and beyond geographical presence. So, a very model this thing. Go next. Now, one of the most important aspects. Everyone has watched Shark Tank. Right? People who come into Shark Tank. What's the first thing they ask? What's the problem you are solving? Not what you are creating, not what you are selling, not how much you are earning. What is the problem that you have identified and you are solving? That has to be your USP. Very, very, very important aspect. Now, whatever we do, whatever you do in your business, generally you have seen someone, you have learned from somewhere and you try to implement that. You don't create your own unique, significant presence. The USP is unique selling proposition for your particular brand. I have heard somewhere from some people that yes, this is something we do. So like this. I like this statement. Your new TV is born. Maybe that's my USP. My USP for my project is that I'm going to replace TV. So your new TV is born is my USP. Now out of that, the product specific USPs also can be there. Low energy consumption, higher resolution, all these are various product specific USPs. But business specific USP has to be there. And one of the examples is this. Your new TV is born. So think about that, what's your USP? I think someone said we sell 172 type of policies, right? That would be your USP. Never say this. ये बोलने की बात नहीं है. ये बोलने की बात है. क्यों नहीं? I think you said right. हम लोग इतना कर रहे हैं बोलने की बात नहीं. 80 कर दिया आपने. ये बोलने की बात है. When you are talking about business, tell your achievements. Very, very clear and concise. We have achieved 25,000 customers. My achievement, why not? I have to tell it. We are in retail jewelry for 75 years. A big achievement. It has to be shown. Be very, very clear on what you are telling people. People identify you for that. Okay, so USP, think about what's your own USP. Okay, so this is what I was talking about for vision and mission. Why, how, and what. Usually, people start with what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? And some may say why we are doing not all. Trading businesses generally never answer why. Generally. They just say what and how. There could be exceptions in there as well, but generally it never happens. Manufacturing usually try to answer all three. Now the concept is, why to go from what, how and why? Why not go from why, how and what? Very tricky, huh? Just think about it. When you are clear on why, what is the problem you are solving, why, then it's very easy to define how. How is just an execution. It requires efforts, but still it's an execution. And then what? To solve this is how we will solve it, and this is what it will get. I think there are a number of examples. If you have followed entire Shark Tank, there are a number of examples like that. Just think about it. This is a very, very important concept. You can read Simon Sinek, is a very world-renowned motivational speaker on businesses, and he has developed various concepts. This is one of his concepts on vision and mission. What, why, and how. Okay. Can we create one vision or mission statement here? Let's say just for anyone who can volunteer. Anyone who does not have that, just try to, ये अपन लोग ही है, it's not like something, कुछ marks नहीं मिलने वाले इसमें. Any volunteer. नहीं, सबके हैं vision statements. किसी का नहीं. So let's go with Sumit. So let's try to answer these three and see how we can come.
First is why.
Let's go through normal circle of what. Say, what are you doing?
I'm lawyer.
You are a lawyer. So, as a lawyer, what is you are expected to do, and what is it you are going to do for your customers or clients? Say, providing legal services for their real estate needs.
Yes.
An example.
Yes.
Provide real estate services provide services for real estate needs. That's what. How will we do it? Just think about it. Let's
Agreements.
Okay.
How is
Agreements again can become what?
it's a product.
It's a product. So you are creating it.
Yes.
Say through, yeah.
Actually, what I've done is I have created a poem for myself, which can help overall, which can create a scenario for an overall business.
Okay.
In case you give information, I can spell it out.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do just hold that thought. Let's finish this thought first, and absolutely you can share it with other people.
How that is by increasing a good team.
Exactly. So by world-class experienced lawyer and state-of-the-art technology.
Yes. Yes.
Just an example, we are creating that. It's a real estate consultancy by world-class lawyers and state-of-the-art technologies. Why?
Why? Because the specifically as compared to other profession, legal or lawyer field is very unstandard. So I want to streamline.
Don't think about it. Think about your customer.
Customer is.
Think about your customer.
I want to give a hassle-free
Peace of mind. I'm buying a house. I want to make sure there are no legal troubles in that. So what is it customer wants? A peace of mind. You agree my point?
Yes.
Now you can think reverse order also. For your peace of mind, through our experts and technologies, we provide you agreements, legal services. Getting hang of it just now we created, right? In 5 minutes. It takes a lot of time, let me tell you. Because I have done this a lot of times, it can come faster. But this is the way each one of you needs to think. If you are serious, if you are not serious about your business, it's just a time pass for you, forget it. But if you are serious and you want to do something in your life, think in this manner.
One more.
Yeah, go ahead.
To expand on this, I have recently started my office in UAE also.
Very good.
To cater my services to the
So
clients.
your mission statement, increasing your geography.
Yes.
So internationally also for the clients, NRIs who are in Middle East.
And next 6 months target is we are going to start in Saudi.
Excellent. So this is like futuristic vision as well. So trying to create a vision statement in such a way and then see how magically it helps you grow.
Yes.
Okay? Yes, please come. Please. Mike.
With everyone's permission.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I've tried to do is maybe the sequence might go up and down, but
That's it.
it will answer all the three questions: why, how and what. So म्यूचुअल फंड ये चीज है बहुत बड़ी सेंसेशन. म्यूचुअल फंड ये चीज है बहुत बड़ी सेंसेशन. करता हूँ मैं सही अलोकेशन, क्योंकि मैनेज करता हूँ मैं आपका इमोशन. मेरा फोकस है सिर्फ आपका फाइनेंशियल गोल. मेरा फोकस है सिर्फ आपका फाइनेंशियल गोल. इसमें नहीं करता हूं मैं कोई झोल. जीडीपी और इंडिया ग्रोथ स्टोरी में हो रहा देश का बहुत बड़ा नाम. जीडीपी और इंडिया ग्रोथ स्टोरी में हो रहा देश का बहुत बड़ा नाम. आओ मेरे पास आप इन्वेस्टमेंट में हो जाएगा आपका बहुत बड़ा काम. म्यूचुअल फंड में इससे भी आने वाले हैं दिन बहुत अच्छे. म्यूचुअल फंड में इससे भी आने वाले हैं दिन बहुत अच्छे. सिर्फ पिछले 2-3 साल के रिटर्न्स देखोगे, सिर्फ पिछले 2-3 साल के रिटर्न्स देखोगे तो बढ़ जाओगे तुम बहुत अच्छे. अगले 20 साल की ग्रोथ यही तो है मेरी अगली मछली की आंख. अगली 20 साल की ग्रोथ यही तो है मेरी मछली की आंख. मेरी आंखों से दिखाऊंगा आपको भी, मेरी आंखों से दिखाऊंगा आपको भी. करते हो तुम इधर उधर क्यों ताक झांक. प्रियंका शाह, म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर.
Very nice. So, yeah, I think this can help you brand also in this manner. But coming back to topic on our hand, so I hope it's becoming now clearer, right?
Yes.
So we spoke about vision, we spoke about mission, golden circle. Next slide, please. Just a trivia, okay? So this is I think all of us know this brand name. Can you tell me how many people can recognize this brand in the world, percentage-wise? 70. What do you say? 90. Very close. Go to the next one. 94% people in the world. So this is the power of brand. Just a trivia for you to reflect through how many people can recognize your brand. Maybe even within your community. I'm not saying go international state level, but in your community, how many people recognize your brand? Something to think about. Okay, next. Go ahead. Very, very important for any organization, how small or how big. Values. See, हम घर में भी बच्चों के लिए बोलते हैं संस्कार होने चाहिए, वैल्यूज होने चाहिए. Same thing applies for businesses. You need not have number of values. You can pick and choose, but your value should be able to associate itself with your organization. Like for professionalism can be one of the biggest values. For a mechanic, it may not be. But every business has to have values. There are a number of values. There are basic things like integrity, ethics. Irrespective of type of business, everyone has to have it, right? I always insist on ethics. Ethics is something everyone needs to have. Teamwork, maybe even an individual run business, not so much required. But more than 3-4 people you have, then teamwork is one of the most essential values of your business. So you can pick and choose. But the point here is have some values for the business and don't shy away or display it. Display as much as possible. You have to walk the talk, remember. If you talk about professionalism and if you come in jeans and chappals in your business, doesn't work. You have to walk that talk. What you are saying you have to implement first to yourself so that people with you can associate. Okay? Move ahead. See, I can talk for hours on these, but in the interest of time, I think we should. Okay. Vision, mission, values, overarching, goals and objectives. Now we are going to an execution level. Your goals, how your goals should be displayed. Specific. Individual goals have to be very, very specific. Can someone tell me what's the goal of your business? You don't answer. We spoke last time. What's the goal of your business? Anyone, जो कुछ तो इस चीज के लिए कर रहे हो ना? To earn money. What else? No goal. To create the position in the sector. Okay.
ब्रांड के लिए खुद का ब्रांड बनाए.
Okay. What else? कभी सोचा है आप लोगों ने? Have you ever thought about these concepts? नहीं? Okay. बिजनेस क्यों करते हैं लोग? पैसा बनाने के लिए. Be very, very, very clear. A lot of people say customer service के लिए, हेल्प करने के लिए, मार्केट में जगह बनाने के लिए. No. पैसा नहीं बनेगा तो none of these things will matter to you. It's not a charity organization you are running. Be brutal to yourself. Be very, very clear. मेरे को पैसा बनाना है. हाँ. Through my values, through my mission and vision, now I am going to the goal. But goal is clear in my mind. पैसा बनाना है. It has to be very specific. Any objective which takes me near to that goal is right. Any objective which takes me away from that goal is wrong. Simple, एकदम simple. जो भी आप करते हो उसको ये लेंस में डालो. Next, measurable. Correct. Your goal objectives which you are setting for yourself should be measurable. अभी यहाँ पे motherboard statements नहीं चलेंगे. To have a geographic presence in the world. No. To set up an office in Dubai. That's my objective. Measurable. उसके लिए भी next job. Achievable. मैं जो goal कर रहा हूँ achievable होना चाहिए. आज मेरा turnover है 1 करोड़. मैं बोलूँ मेरा next year का target है 100 करोड़. Not achievable. It has to be achievable. आज 1 करोड़ है, मैं next year 3 करोड़ का target है. Achieve. It has to be achievable. Next. Result होना ही चाहिए उसके लिए. Without result, that goal is immaterial. कोई logic नहीं है उसमें. Just the motherhood statement has to be result oriented. And one of the most important one, next, time bound. I have to open an office in Dubai in 6 months. That's my objective. So these are talking about business objective, then it can be percolated down to the people working in your organization. आपके लिए, आपका जो बंदा है उसके लिए, आपके जो बाकी के लोग associated है उसके लिए. But the point is, see, एक बात आप ध्यान रखना, ये चीजें बहुत बड़ी-बड़ी लगती है. जब आप करने बैठोगे ना, आपको समझेगा ये क्यों नहीं किया. Why we didn't do it? Okay, clear vision, mission, objectives, and overarching values. Next, go ahead. Then departmental goals and then individual objectives. Okay, this is the way it needs to be created. Next, go one more, or first page. Okay. जो गोल एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स की हमने बात की, it can be either efficient, non-efficient, it can be either effective, non-effective. What is the difference between effective and efficient? Everyone understands? Effective is how better you do it. Efficient is how faster you do it. Efficiency and effectiveness. कोई भी काम के लिए दो measurable चीजें होती हैं. अगर आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड गोल effective and efficient है, your business will thrive. हर चीजें जो होनी चाहिए वो हो रही है, कर रहे हो, आपके बिजनेस में चल रहा है. If it is effective but inefficient, it will survive. effective है, timely नहीं हो रहा है, but हो रहा है, it will survive. It will not thrive, but it will survive. Next, if it is ineffective but efficient, it will die quickly. कितने भी fast आप करो, if it is ineffective, वो ज़्यादा लंबा चलेगा नहीं. ये last and the worst, inefficient and ineffective, it will die slowly. आपके वो efforts खाएगा, पैसे खाएगा, एक रुपये टॉकिंग अबाउट आता ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, जो आप ऑब्जेक्टिव सेट कर रहे हो. जस्ट सी आपने अभी अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्टिव सेट किया है, विच बॉक्स इट गोज इन. कोई भी ऑब्जेक्टिव आप कुछ भी ले सकते हो. मैं नया प्रोडक्ट इंट्रोड्यूस करना है, मैं कोई इतने बेचने हैं, इतने कस्टमर लाने हैं. एनी ऑब्जेक्टिव यू कैन पुट इन द बॉक्स एंड सी वेयर इट इज. Okay, move ahead. Now this is one more. Wait. Now every individual objective जो आप करते हो ना, और ये this is I want you to do whenever you go back. Think about this. Urgent, not urgent, important and not important. Okay, कोई भी activities आप करते हो ना, जाओ next. क्या? Boxes ले लो चार. Good. Now examples. Urgent and important. कोई एग्री क्लाइंट है, आपको अटेंड करना है या नहीं करना है. This can be one of the activities. Projects with deadlines, time bound projects. Meeting with important customer or vendor. Text deadline. Call for an urgent meeting in kids school by principal. I'm assuming आपके बच्चे होंगे, किसके को you got married. Is that urgent and important or not? Good. I'm glad to hear that most of you think that. Good. Okay. Next. ये मैं क्यों पूछा वो भी बताता हूँ. But let's just go through this. Urgent but not important activities. What could that be? Paying bills, filing returns, TDS challans, compliances, data entry, clerical work, running errands, छोटे-छोटे प्रेस में देना है, सब्जी लाना है. Most of the emails which you receive in the day. There will be some which are very important, but most of the emails here. What the example of not urgent but important? If you have employees, so what is not urgent and important? अभी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Immediate, I don't need to attend to, but it helps you. So you have to think about it. Employee satisfaction, customer satisfaction, strategy, business strategy, research आपको करनी है, process development, कुछ process improvements, networking, not urgent but very important. And last box, not urgent and not important. Meeting friends during work. Instagram, Facebook, posting that, watching ESPN clips, IPL, चल रहा है अभी, gossiping, करते ना वो लोग, changing desktop, backgrounds. Now all this while you are working in your work time. Frequent tea smoke breaks, one of the very non-important activities was done by most of the people. What should we do with this? Urgent and important. Do it then and there. Must attend to. Must do. Not urgent but important. Plan for it. You have to plan. ये करना पड़ेगा. मेरे को पता है. I'm sure आप लोगों सबने customers के साथ deal किया होगा. Have you ever thought about customer satisfaction? Formally, do you run customer satisfaction survey? Very good. How many of you have done? Whether it's an insurance client, your real estate, your textile business, does not matter. Have you ever run it? Very important activity. Not urgent, but very important. How to do it? If you know why and what now, how is very easy to do. In today's world, it's more easier. आप आपके टॉप 10 क्लाइंट्स लो, गिव यू, चलो मैं अभी टिप दे देता हूँ, यूजुअली मैं देता नहीं, 1-to-1 कोचिंग में देता हूँ, बट आपके टॉप 10 कस्टमर्स ले लो जिनके साथ आप बात करते हो, क्वार्टरली एक बार उनको लंच पे लेके जाओ, दैट विल गिव यू योर बिगेस्ट कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन टिप्स। कभी गए हो लेके आउटसाइड ऐसे ही चल चाय में क्या था वैसा नहीं, प्लान करके इस क्वार्टर में मैं टॉप 10 कस्टमर्स है, चलो लेट मी टेक यू आउट फॉर लंच टुडे। नहीं करते हैं बिकॉज वी डोंट फील दैट इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट। करके देखो, सी हाउ इट मेक्स अ डिफरेंस। और सामने वाला पहले तो ये हो जाएगा, अरे लंच पे क्यों लेके जा रहे हैं, फर्स्ट टाइम ऑब्वियसली नो वन विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट, बट थिंक अबाउट इट। एम्प्लॉय सेटिस्फैक्शन, किसके यहाँ भी इवन 2 एम्प्लॉयज भी काम करते हैं, हैव यू एवर थॉट अबाउट दिस? उसको तो पगार देते हैं ना, क्या जरूरत है, पगारदार है उसको? नो, योर सेटिस्फाइड एम्प्लॉयज गिव यू ग्रोथ, डिससेटिस्फाइड एम्प्लॉयज ईट योर ग्रोथ। तो ऐसे सारी एक्टिविटीज है, वी कैन टॉक फॉर आवर्स इन देयर। नेक्स्ट, नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट बट अर्जेंट, डेलीगेट, डोंट कीप ऑन डूइंग योरसेल्फ, खुद मत करो। ये छोटे छोटे जितने भी काम है, आपका काम, आप जो बिजनेस कर रहे हो उसको ग्रो करने में ही लगाओ, डू नॉट यूज इट अदरवाइज, वेरी वेरी प्रेशियस। सी व्हाटएवर स्टेज ऑफ योर बिजनेस यू आर टुडे, योर इंटेंशन इज टू ग्रो, राइट? आपको जाना है आगे, ये सारे स्टेप्स आपको हेल्प करेंगे। एंड द लास्ट वन, एलिमिनेट, अवॉइड, कीप अ फिक्स टाइम, मैं इस टाइम पे मिलूंगा, इस टाइम पे मैं मस्ती करूंगा, इस टाइम पे मैं मूवी जाऊंगा, प्लान इट आउट, इसको उसी टाइम पे करो, डोंट डू इट ड्यूरिंग योर वर्कआउट्स। बिकॉज ऑफ दिन में आउट ऑफ 24 आवर्स, हाउ मच टाइम यू स्पेंड इन योर वर्क प्लेस? वर्क प्लेस इन द सेंस नॉट एक्जैक्टली इन ऑफिस बट डूइंग वर्क, 12 hours, 8 to 10 hours, बराबर 8 घंटे अपन सोते हैं, 6 to 8 hours डिपेंडिंग ऑन एज प्रोफाइल। 8 घंटे अपन सोने के बाद 16 hours में से 60%, मिनिमम 60% ऑफ द टाइम वी स्पेंड इन वर्क प्लेस। मेक इट वर्थ इट। जब आप ये तरीके से सोचते हो ना, तो आपको रियलाइज होता है यार व्हाट, ओके मैं क्या गलत कर रहा हूँ इसमें, मैं क्या गलत कर रहा हूँ। So very very important aspect. Next. Okay, now we are going to the nitty-gritties of top-down approach. We went from there to individual objectives. Now for businesses, have you created this for your business? आपने business का plan बनाया, but someone said about target, right? ये plan. We do not succeed because we do not have it. What stops you from doing it? I want to ask this question. What stops you from doing it?
People do not do it on a time-bound basis. करेंगे हो जाएगा.
Again excuses. All excuses, right? बाद में करेंगे, अभी जरूरत नहीं है, अभी तो मेरा 5-10 लाख का तो धंधा है, मैं क्या प्लान करूँ? All are excuses. Business plan, okay. आप दिमाग में रखते हो, आपको दिमाग में रहता है इस साल को धंधा अच्छा करना है, बट आप खुद को टारगेट नहीं देना चाहते। व्हाई? क्योंकि आप डरते हो तो टारगेट अगर मैं अचीव नहीं कर पाया तो मेरा खुद का खुद, दूसरे को तो बोलूंगा तो वो तो क्या सोचेगा मेरे बारे में कि बंदा नहीं कर पा रहा है, बट खुद को भी नहीं बोलना चाहता। आई डोंट वांट टू टेल माय सेल्फ आल्सो, डोंट मेक दैट मिस्टेक। क्रिएट अ प्लान ऑन पेपर। क्या होता है? Why I say to do this is take proper time to do this exercise, but do it on paper. Why? आज मैं जो सोचता हूँ ना, कल मेरा माइंडसेट सेम नहीं होता है। आज मुझे इलेक्शन का माहौल चल रहा है, आई एम हैप्पी। कल पता चला बीजेपी जीत गई, आई एम नॉट हैप्पी। वाइस वर्सा, आई विल बी हैप्पी ऑब्वियसली, बट माय माइंड स्टार्ट्स वेरिंग, तो मेरी सोच बदलते जाती है। Put it on paper. जब आप पेपर पे देखते हो, you are able to reflect it. तभी वो टाइम बाउंड और टारगेटेड अप्रोच होता है। If it's in mind, it will remain in mind. It will not be achievable. Put it on paper. Generally, business plan ऐसे होते हैं generally, but when you grow at a certain level, 7 years, but you can start with minimum 3 years, minimum 3 साल का बिजनेस प्लान आपका होना चाहिए. क्या होना चाहिए बिजनेस प्लान में? बिजनेस प्लान में एटलीस्ट आपका टॉप लाइन होना चाहिए. टॉप लाइन में क्या अचीव करना है, मेरे एक्सपेंसेस बेस्ड ऑन दैट टॉप लाइन क्या होना चाहिए, सो माय प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इज अ कैलकुलेटेड वे. एंड देन देयर आर वेरियस एस्पेक्ट्स यू कैन थिंक इन देयर. प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज you may be able to launch, your marketing strategy, your geographical presence, ये सारी चीजें आप बिजनेस प्लान में डाल सकते हो. बट डू दिस, ये सारी चीजें आप पढ़ रहे हो ना, एनालिसिस, ऑपरेशंस, टीम, मार्केटिंग, SWOT एनालिसिस. SWOT everyone knows, right? Has anyone ever done SWOT analysis other than going for interview in your जब तक गए हो तो बिजनेस का SWOT बताया किसी ने? एक्सेल का बताया. What is SWOT? Your strength. Business का SWOT analysis. Your business's strength, your business's weaknesses, opportunities for your business, and threats faced by your business. Can someone tell me, for professions like lawyers, company secretaries, chartered accountants, what is the biggest threat today? Biggest threat, right? जो लोग compliance में काम करते हैं, GST returns भरते हैं, AI is the biggest threat. जब तक वो लिखेंगे नहीं ना, वो realize ही नहीं होगा. People will think यार आएगा तब देखेंगे. वो गया टाइम, आएगा तो देखेंगे, जब टाइम आएगा तो वो देख लेगा. Same way for businesses. Products, आपके products obsolete होने वाले हैं क्या? That could be a threat. Everyone knows about वो photo film. Photo film जो बनती थी कैमरा में. They never thought about it. Right? Huge business, one of the biggest businesses in the world. किधर है आज? Done, खत्म. Candies. Candies कितना बड़ा business था? आज क्यों नहीं? छोटे-छोटे वो टॉफीज आती हैं. The moment UPI got introduced, वो चेंज के बदले कैंडीज दे देते हैं. Their business is finished. Threats. Unless you do that SWOT analysis, you won't realize that. Think about it. ये सारी चीजें, product description, timelines, mission, financial, ये सब आप डाल सकते हो business plan में, but do business plan. Next. One more trivia. आपको मालूम है Amazon में every single employee needs to spend 2 days on customer service calls, including CEO. CEO Jeff Bezos of Amazon spends 2 days in a year talking on customer service phone. Can you imagine? क्या जरूरत है उसको? Why this happens there? Customer is the biggest segment for them, right? जब तक लोग आएंगे नहीं कि वेबसाइट पे, उनका बिजनेस कैसे ग्रो होगा? And Amazon is the best example to create something from nothing. उनका खुद का एक प्रोडक्ट नहीं है. अभी बाद में उन्होंने ये सारी चीजें प्लेटफॉर्म चालू किया, Amazon Prime, Music and all that. But they just provide a platform, right? Everyone spends. So think of some activity which you think maybe help you in your own business. These are trivia example. Next please. There too much. Okay, now coming to one step down on deciding your entity structure. I'm sure जो भी आप business कर रहे हो, आपके सबके entities है. क्या-क्या entities हो सकती है? Sole proprietor, partnership, LLP, private limited company. Usually this is the segment, right? कभी आपने सोच के किया है कि just हो गया? Have you ever thought about it? What's the best for your business? Go next. Sole proprietorship. 70% of the business run in India is sole proprietorship. What are the advantages of sole proprietorship? Very simple. तुरंत आप चालू कर सकते हो. बैंक आपका खुद का है. You just start it. Freedom है. आपको कोई question करने वाला नहीं है. No setting up cost, right? कहीं से भी आप चालू कर सकते हो. छोटा business है. You just start on your own. Tax benefits. Tax benefits क्यों हैं? क्योंकि there is no separate legal entity, so there is no separate taxation. It goes into your own slab. Less legal formalities, quick decision. आप खुद ही और decision लेने वाले हैं. Disadvantage. Unlimited liability. अपने आप में हमारा एक concept है. The cost of compliance is much lesser than cost of non-compliance. We don't realize it until that non-compliance hits us. So we are lucky कि वो अपने को हिट नहीं हुआ. The unlimited liability is the example of this. I have seen people in my career, सब खत्म, they had to declare bankruptcy and run away. PTM is not sole proprietor, it's a company. उनका अलग concept है, वो KYC related issue उनका होगा, we can talk about that, but sole proprietor is आपके लिए one of the biggest disadvantages if you are running that. Next. Fundraising is very difficult. आपको फैमिली और फ्रेंड से पैसा मिलता है, बैंक जनरली आपको देती नहीं. बिजनेसेस भी छोटे रहते हैं सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप में, बट रेजिंग कैपिटल इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. डिपेंडेंसी आपके ऊपर ही है, सब कुछ आप ही हो. whoever is a sole proprietor is the only person. वो छुट्टी पे गया धंधा कर रहा हूँ, कुछ बीमार हो गया, एक्सीडेंट हो गया, धंधा स्टॉप. तो डिपेंडेंसी इज टू मच. नेक्स्ट, पार्टनरशिप. पार्टनरशिप में क्या है? कोलैबोरेशन. एटलीस्ट देयर आर टू पीपल, तब दो लोगों की स्ट्रेंथ कंबाइन करते हो. एक सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी है, आप अलग हो सोल प्रोप्राइटर. पार्टनरशिप इज अ सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी ऑल टुगेदर. रिस्क स्प्लिट हो जाते हैं, जितने भी पार्टनर्स होते हैं उनमें रिस्क गेट स्प्लिट, बट लायबिलिटी स्टिल रिमेन्स इन अ स्प्लिट वे, बट लायबिलिटी रिमेन्स. जो भी अनलिमिटेड लायबिलिटी है वो एक की जगह उन लोगों में स्प्लिट हो जाएगी. आपको मालूम है ना, योर पर्सनल असेट्स कैन ऑल्सो गेट अटैच्ड. इफ देयर इज अ लीगल लायबिलिटी, आपके पर्सनल असेट्स भी अटैच होते हैं. आपको हमेशा मानना पड़ता है. पार्टनरशिप बिजनेसेस में बहुत फ्रीडम आपको मिलता नहीं है. यू ऑलवेज हैव टू आस्क फॉर मनी. यू कीप ऑन विजिटिंग बैंक, उनको प्लीड करते रहते हो. नो यूनिक. खुद की ब्रांड बनाना इज वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट इन पार्टनरशिप, क्योंकि वो यूनिकनेस आता नहीं है. आप कोई भी ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्रेशन वगैरह जाते हो, पार्टनरशिप यूजुअली मिलता नहीं है. यू कैन अप्लाई, ऐसा रेस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है, बट मिलता नहीं है. Companies, LLPs. What are the advantages there? Unique name. आप खुद का यूनिक नेम बना सकते हो, ब्रांड क्रिएट कर सकते हो. Again, separate legal entity. One of the biggest advantages is limited liability. Liability is restricted only to the extent of assets in that particular entity. आपके personal assets टच नहीं कर सकता. Anything. See, this is the worst case scenario. Your intention is not कि मेरे को धंधा बंद करना पड़े, but the worst case scenario is liability is limited. Next, branding. अच्छे से brand कर सकते हो आप अपनी entity को. Fundraising also becomes easy. Talent attraction and retaining. लोग people want to work for a company rather than a partnership firm or a sole proprietorship. There are some disadvantages also, but the biggest advantage here is आप एक डिसिप्लिन में आते हो. बिकॉज आरओसी आपको एक स्ट्रक्चर फॉलो करने बोलता है, कंपनीज एक्ट जो आपको करना पड़ता है. आप बहुत सारी चीजें द मोमेंट यू स्टार्ट ग्रोइंग ना, ये आपको डिसिप्लिन में लाती हैं चीजें. अगर तब हैप्पी में करोगे तो ये कंपनी बचेगी ऑनेस्टली, बट इट ब्रिंग्स यू इन अ डिसिप्लिन. नेक्स्ट, लेट्स लुक एट व्हाट वी सॉ. विजन आपके बिजनेस के लिए. नेक्स्ट है मिशन, goals, objectives, business plan, and values, overarching values for your entire organization, and entity structure. कैसा होना चाहिए आपका. आपने अचानक को बताइए, टेल मी, जब आप पार्टनरशिप हम सपोज बनाएंगे, कितने लोगों की पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म से बनता है? 2. LLP की, और LLP का कंपनी कितने लोगों की है? Just 2. रेस्ट ऑल आर सोल प्रोप्राइटर्स. खुद काम कर रहे हो, राइट? आपने सोचा है कभी ये करने के लिए कि ऐसे ही हो गया चलो? जरूरी नहीं.
You started like that.
You started, so there is no thought process which is gone.
But then you develop, you think of which activity has to be there.
Yes.
जब आप private limited में काम करते हो, government में काम करते हो, you need this value that they entertain.
So this is always a catching up. What we do now, we are doing a catching up game. कुछ हो रहा है उसके लिए मैं जा रहा हूँ. It's not a thought provoked structure. आपने सोच के नहीं किया है, सोचो इसके ऊपर. मैंने बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स मैंने ऐसे देखे हैं, पार्टनरशिप हम कर सपोज मेरे को 1 करोड़ बिजनेस के लिए लग रहा है, मेरे को 50 लाख एक बंदे ने दिया एंड द बंदा एंड्स अप टेकिंग 50% ऑफ माय बिजनेस, 50 लाख उसने दिया, देयर इज नो कंट्रीब्यूशन अदर देन दैट। 10 years down the line मेरा बिजनेस इज वर्थ नाउ 50 crores, my 25 crores is gone। One fine day suppose that person decides भाई मेरा बहुत हो गया, मेरे को मेरा पैसा दे दे, मेरा बिजनेस का डे टू डे एक्टिविटी स्टॉप्स। आई हैव सीन दिस प्रैक्टिकली हैपन ना। ऐसा सोचो मत कि कभी होगा नहीं, वो तो मेरा अच्छे से जानता है, मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड है, मेरा फैमिली है, मेरा खुद का सगा भाई है। When you are doing business, think professionally, very very clearly। तो ये सोच के करो, आप खुद सोचो जो भी एंटिटी आपकी है, इज इट वर्थ इट। बहुत बार क्या होता है ना, हम डिसाइड कर लेते हैं बिकॉज सोल प्रोप्राइटर इज एन इजी वे टू डू, सो वी एंड अप डूइंग दैट, वी डोंट चैलेंज आवरसेल्व्स। हम वो कंफर्ट जोन में रहना चाहते हैं कि मैं द मोमेंट आई मेक ए कंपनी खर्चा बढ़ जाएगा, आरओसी का मेरे को कंप्लायंस करना पड़ेगा, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी को पैसा देना पड़ेगा, तुरंत दिमाग में आता है। जब तक वो खुद को चैलेंज नहीं करोगे ग्रो ही नहीं कर पाओगे। डोंट, सो जनरली मैं बहुत कॉन्ट्रोवर्शियल बातें बोलता हूँ, डोंट लिमिट योर एक्सपेंसेस, ग्रो योर रेवेन्यू। अपन बोलते ना कॉस्ट कटिंग होना चाहिए, पैसा बचाओ। बिजनेस में डोंट लिमिट योर एक्सपेंसेस, थिंक अबाउट हाउ यू कैन ग्रो योर रेवेन्यूज, दैट्स द ओनली वे टू थ्राइव। कॉस्ट कटिंग इज ओनली सर्वाइव, आप सिर्फ सर्वाइवल में रहोगे, थ्राइव नहीं कर पाओगे, तो थिंक लाइक दैट। नेक्स्ट, branding, we spoke about the value of branding, go ahead, just go ahead। आपको ये सारे ब्रांड दिख रही है, you associate, right? Which one is the first one? Bentley, then Skoda, Lamborghini, Audi, Ducati, Porsche। Do you know that all these brands are owned by one company? All these brands are owned by one company, Volkswagen। Value of brand सोचो, Bentley is associated separately, Bentley is Bentley, right? Skoda, Ducati, सब अपने अपने में ये Volkswagen owns this entire structure, but ऐसे ब्रांड के वैल्यू क्रिएट किए। एम्बिशन है ना, कभी भी रखो टॉप ऑफ द माउंटेन, छोटा मत सोचो, बिल्कुल मत सोचो छोटा, छोटा सोचोगे ना छोटे ही रहोगे। माउंटेन के ऊपर एम्बिशन रखो, आधा भी हुआ ना, हाफ ऑफ द माउंटेन इज योर्स। अपन सोचेंगे कि यार मैं फर्स्ट स्टेप बस हो गया, चढ़ो स्टेप बाय स्टेप, डोंट थिंक ऑफ जंपिंग टू द माउंटेन, गो स्टेप बाय स्टेप, बट दैट एम्बिशन हैज टू बी ऑन टॉप ऑफ। नेक्स्ट, we are almost on end of our session. Do you know why is Facebook logo blue? What? Mark Zuckerberg is colorblind only for red and green. He cannot differentiate between red, green, and other colors. Okay, just a trivia to think about. Next. So this is where my first session ends. We could have gone for hours on this, but I just thought 1.5 घंटा हो गया आपको स्टार्ट करके। So, okay, we spoke about lot of things today, right? Just this is still at the beginning of the entrepreneurship journey. जो next sessions है मेरे, वो यहाँ से चालू होगा towards your next actual business segment. So पहले आपके हिसाब से सोचो whether this is something you are interested in, do you want to be a part of this journey? Then जो concepts आज अपन ने discuss किए हैं उसके ऊपर जाके reflect करो। Okay? Usually मैं सैटरडे को अवेलेबल रहता हूँ फोन पे, तो मेरे को रोज किसी को भी करना है, anything you want to ask me, you can ask me on a Saturday. My number and email is with Siddharth and the association. I'm happy to help you, but usually आपके खुद के ऊपर ये ज़्यादा डिपेंड करता है rather than anyone else. But you can say इसमें से take just 5 things, don't take everything. सारी चीजें मत करने जाओ, कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे। Just take top 5 and see वो कैसे कर पाते हैं। ठीक है? I hope it has been थोड़ा बहुत इंटरेक्शन किया, I think next session में और थोड़ा होगा, but I hope it helps you. Okay? Thank you. Thanks very much.